Hello, Kogenki desu ka? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mark from Wandering Souls. Back at you with a new collection update. This time all Japanese CDs. So it's time for another edition. Yeah, mixed bag here. So yeah, there's stuff for more music kind of lovers. Yeah. Let's take a nip of the coffee and let's go. First one up is the first album under the name Ryujin. This is the self-titled one. Band started out as Gize, but changed the name. On the previous name, they released 4 albums, I think, and this is their newest one. They are on Napalm Records now, so they have stepped into a bigger label territory. Let's put off the shrink here and look a bit better to the album. Here's the front. They call themselves samurai metal, and that's because all of the Japanese themed lyrics and how the way they look and perform and how the videos look from the album. It's a kind of a concept for the band, and yeah, it really suits them. Japan samurai, you know, it goes hand in hand. Kind of melodic death metal, you could call it, but it has more folky elements and other things. Compared to Gize, there is more clean singing now as well, so it's really interesting. And overall, it's a really fun release to listen to. Really taking care of artwork here. I really love the design here with the dragon and things. And there is also a booklet in here. And there it goes further. The artwork in the outside stops. So here's also all the lyrics. Like a kind of bit more melodic and folky than it was in the previous under the previous band name. That's kind of a bit what changed, I think. Also, there's one guest performance from Matt Heafy from Trivium. He done a good job here. Yeah, really enjoyable to listen to. A band I was really looking forward to here. I have an album from Gize and have seen Ryujin live, so it was a really fun performance, and definitely needed to have this album. And finally, I have it in my collection. I also have it on vinyl. Sometime I will show it on vinyl as well. But this for this video is all about CDs. So here's the track listing, and there you guys can see it. It's on Napalm Records. Fantastic album. Like I said, if you like the melodic death with a folky touch, with the kind of a Japanese theme going around, then you will definitely enjoy this. Really good stuff. The band's a 4-piece. I think their drummer is now not touring with them. They're touring now with another drummer. I don't know why that is, but it probably has a reason. But I finally have it, and really fun listen, and yeah, definitely looking forward to show you the vinyl sometime, because that one looks amazing. Next one up, veterans in the heavy metal scene from Japan. This is Loudness with Rise to Glory. This is the 2018 album, I think it was, of 2020, I don't know, somewhere in that vein. Yeah, typical hard rock heavy metal. Definitely has a bit more influences than your typical in the early 80s, but it's really fun listen. There's also a bonus CD, which is the album prior to that, Samsara's Flight, which was a bit of a kind of a re-recordings of really old songs from Loudness. Of course, they have a better sound than the original versions, but sometimes I think re-recordings the sound could be better, but sometimes also loses a bit of that magic feel some of the old albums has. Um, it has a bit like that, but overall it's a really good list. It's a good re-recording. So yeah. Here's the track listing. Here's the regular first album, the Rise to Glory, and here's the second disc track listing. And we have here the CD, and then we have the other CD and another band picture. And let's see if I can get the booklet out easily, because it's a pretty thick booklet. It's always hard to get it out nowadays. Here's the front, and here is the inside. And it has, of course, has all the lyrics in there. But Loudness and veterans in the heavy metal scene, they've released a lot of albums. And, piece by piece, I pick up here and there an album from these guys. I really enjoy listening to it. We have another band picture here. Here's again track for the other album, and here is the back. So yeah, definitely an album to obtain. It's a good album. It's not my favorite album from the band, but it's definitely an album I would spin more. Haven't spun the re-recordings too much yet, but that will happen. I've spun it a couple of times, I think, but it needs more playback for to get the real sense of those re-recordings. Overall, really nice. This is German press, I think, on Ear Music. Definitely, it says here. So yeah. Go check it out. It's a really nice way to get two albums in one. And also, fun fact is that Samsara Flight was only released in Japan officially earlier. So this is the first time you can grab it in Europe if you don't want to import it. So there's definitely a good chance to grab that album as well. Yeah, Rise to Glory and Samsara Flight. Go check it out. Next up, an old album from Scandal. They're gonna release a new album soon, and I think I might pick that up at some point as well. But this is Hello World. This is from 20. I'm blanking on the year right now. 14. I don't know exactly. Could be mistaken there. Again, what the band is known for, that kind of catchy poppy rock music. Yeah, they have a really good eye for good songwriting and melodies, and yeah, it's not without a reason that these girls got so big in Japan. Not that they're also the longest existing all-female band in the same lineup. They still are there in the same lineup, so it's already almost 18 years now. That's a real good job, I have to say. It happens a lot that a lot of bands staying there in the same lineup, and that means there is a really good chemistry between these four girls. Yeah, but really fun album. Enjoyed listening to it. Definitely will get it off more of the shelf when I'm in the mood for it. And I'm looking forward to the new one, which is called Luminous, and will be out in March. Looking forward to that. And let's take a look at the booklet here. I picked this up at Discogs, I think. A really nice deal here. So really happy to have that. Definitely will try to pick up more from these girls. I have now a bunch of albums, but they released a lot of albums actually since their existence. You can't imagine that. hardworking girls every couple of years. There's definitely an album. A lot of singles in between. And yeah. And it also came with the original tour schedule, which was in here. That's really cool. And this is some thing. I don't know exactly what it is. It's all in Japanese, so it's really hard to understand what it all says. And there's a really nice sticker of one of the band members. Let's see, we have here. I have here the bass player Tomozo in a really young appearance. Of course, the old girls are a bit older now. But yeah, fantastic. I think there probably will be more versions, more different kind of stickers with the other members. So if you want to obtain them all, you have to buy multiple copies probably. And it wouldn't surprise me that it was random in there. Let's see if I can get it all in here. Then a puzzle. So yeah, Scandal with Hello World, another great pop rock song, pop rock album. Go check it out if you like this band. This is a no-brainer. Really good stuff. Scandal. Then I picked up 2 releases from Lovebites. This is in the beginning. This is the best of 2022. I think it was released of 2021, somewhere in that vein. This is of course the best of album. The reason why I picked this up, because I already have all the material, is because of the track Nameless Warrior that is not on another album. It's just new for this album. It was the last one old bass player Ryujin Mio played on, and probably also have written that track. And it's a fantastic track. I love the video for that as well. So yeah, I wanted to have that track, and that's why I obtained this best of album. I actually picked up 2 copies. Also picked one up for somebody else. But yeah, fantastic. Best of album, really great. Good presentation, of course. They'll take care of the artwork every time. And there's some big write up here. I don't know who has written that. I don't know who those guys are. Easy Rabbit Creations, it says. A big write up there. Of course, there are lyrics and things like that. And the background, you see images from albums and things like that. So it's really, really cool. And he has a picture of the band as well. And more stuff here. And another picture. Another one, and there's a lot of lyrics and stuff in there, because the 2 CDs that this release holds are filled with material. There's so much stuff put on this release. As you guys can see as well, it has 22 tracks, so it's massive. But fantastic compilation. If you are not into Lovebites, they are a power metal band, all female from Japan, of course. Existing since 2017 or something, I think, in that vein. Formed after Destro's split up. But yeah, fantastic. It is a good way to get familiar with this band. There are tracks from every album and one unreleased track. Yeah, fantastic one to get into the band. Definitely gives a good view what this band is all about before you step into the new album Judgment Day, of course. It's also really recommended to do, which was a phenomenal return to form. But this is definitely a great way, good compilation, well taken care of. Yeah, can go around to pick this up, and as bonus you get that on Nameless Warrior track. So yeah, fantastic. And like I said, I had another release from Lovebites. It's the newest live album, Knocking at Heaven's Gates Part 2. And this is the second night of those Tokyo recordings. Again, another live album, yes, because this track listing is different. That's why they have released 2 live albums. Of course, there are a lot of tracks that come back, but there's variation in the list, which way they play, and there are 5 different tracks on the album that are not on the other album. That's why they released 2 double disc sets for that, for those gigs. Double disc, like I said, and of course, and also a write-up here. And of course, this also comes with a nice booklet, just like the first one did. And again, really well taken care of. A lot of pictures once again. We have Asami, Midori, and we have Miyako and Fami. And of course, then we have Aruna and more different kind of pictures there. A lot of pictures, a lot of pictures. The photographer had a really busy day there. No, probably were multiple photographers, but hey, fantastic. Really nice to have, good recording again, just like the first one. It's amazing. So really glad to have this as well. This is the European version. Of course, there is also a Japanese version, and also DVDs and Blu-rays, etc. Why, Joop? Hou op! So, next one is way different music. This is Sumire Uesaka of Neo Propaganda, 2020 release. This is, of course, pop music, J-pop. I bought their last one, Anthology and Destiny, which I enjoyed because of their more rock influences in there. This is a bit more poppy. Here are 2 tracks on there that you could say consider rock, but overall it's definitely pop music. But she varies in styles as well in there, so it keeps it fresh and fun to listen to, because some songs are really upbeat and fun and happy, and other songs are more serious, and then she changes her styles, and it keeps it refreshing. Yeah, it's a fun listen. It's not my daily routine album, but I like her voice. I like the way she fits to every song, and she tries to change up the sound to compare to pair with the music. Let's put it that way. Yeah, really fun listen again, and really brightful looking artwork and things like that. Yeah, and if you're not familiar with her, she's a voice actress, singer, pretty popular as well, and yeah, fantastic. I like her persona, and she released a new EP as well. I think a new thing in 2024. So I might look into that as well. She released 5 albums, I think, in that EP. and some singles of course. And JPU Records always delivers as well with giving the lyrics in English as well next to the Japanese, so that's really fantastic. So you can sing along. This is a really beautiful picture, by the way. I really love this picture. And you have two more nice pictures. Yeah, really interesting artist. It's not my daily routine, but and if you're a metal and rock lover, you probably won't really like this. Yeah, it's something you had to get used to. But definitely is gives a kind of a fuel for the happy life, the upbeat things going on in Japan. But the lyrics are go further than that. It's not all about happy. The title says a bit, and neo propaganda. You know, it goes a bit further than you think. But yeah, it was a really fun listen. Yeah, definitely one nice one to have. Like I said, if you're not want to look outside pop outside metal and rock, you probably won't dig this. But yeah, each to his own, of course. Sumire Uesaka with Neo Propaganda. Going back to some metal again. This is the first album from Nemophila. This is, as you guys can see, Revive. That's the album title. Fantastic album. This was the first full length, released a couple of years ago. They are now have released their third album, which I still need to pick up, and they released also a bunch of EPs and things. So they're in the 5 years that they are active, they release a lot of stuff actually. It's really hard-working band, perform live a lot. Hopefully they come back to Europe someday and I can see them live. Definitely would love that. Great title track is great, the Ascension is great. You have Game Over, Sword of Oran, Rolling. Ratai is fantastic. Oiran, yeah, fantastic track listing. Go check it out if you haven't heard this one yet. Kind of modern metal, kind of a metalcore, but they switch up more styles like heavy metal and other things like that to give it really nice diversity. Mayu's voice is goes both ways. She screams but also sings clean. Here are the girls. Asuki, Rikuchi-san, Mayu, Saki, and Tamu. From left to right, and for you right to left, I think. Yeah, fantastic. Of course, lyrics in Japanese. Fantastic sound, great band, and of course also English JPU Records. Extra booklet for the English translations. Really nice job. If you're not familiar with that label yet, guys, go check it out. If you're in Europe, it's definitely a good way to obtain these kind of albums. Although I have to say, some of the older releases are a bit harder to get now because sometimes stuff sells out. But if you look on Discogs, you will find things from that label all over the world. Actually, there are people in other countries also selling JP records. So. Anyways, a fantastic album, Revive by Nemophila. Definitely need to pick up the new album to complete the discography. That have all albums, 2 EPs, and yeah, then it's just a matter of some DVDs that I need to have. But yeah, fantastic, good stuff. And the last one on this stack is Broken by Scream, Rise into Chaos. Another modern metalcore mixed up with J-pop idol music. That's what you get here. Another baby metal, not quite. You are 4 girls, 2 sing normal, you know, the idol singing, and then we have 1 screamer and 1 growler. That's what you get here. They mix metal, of course, with that, you know, poppy, synth poppy, J-poppy music. And it's a really nice mismatch. There are different kind of metal in here as well. Even here some black metal is in some songs, so that's really interesting. But they try to mix it up, and it also counts for the synthesizers they use and things like that. It's an idol group, but I think yeah, I really enjoyed this, listening to this. It's heavier than your typical idol music, and it definitely has that extra kick with that metal put in there, and those screams and growling. Here are the girls. I think the 2 on the outside are the growler and screamer, and 2 in the middle are the idol singers. Yeah, really interesting release. They have released multiple albums. I don't know if I'm gonna obtain them all, but if I find one, I might pick that up as well. I really enjoyed listening to this. This was released a couple of years ago. Heavy, fun, but also, yeah, really. Sometimes it changes up pretty fast, so you have to keep your attention to it, what is going on. But and again, in JPU Records release. Yeah, really good stuff. Broken by the Screen. I picked this up on Amazon, even, I think. From all the places I picked this up. Anyways, Broken by the Screen. Rise into Chaos. Yeah, great metal idol group thing. If you don't like the idol thing, I can understand. It's a thing you yeah, I love or not. Japan has a lot of that stuff, also counts for South Korea, by the way, but yeah, they mix it here up with a really nice bunch of pretty heavy music. Let's put it that way. There's some blast beats, screaming and growling, and you know where it goes. It's a really nice switch up in the music. If you don't know what I mean, just go look up the first track, for example, on this album. I'm gonna name it because it's in Japanese, but that track is a pretty good idea, gives a good idea what this is all about. Yeah, go check it out. Broken by the Screen. So that's all I have picked up in this episode. Of course, there are more episodes coming, because the collecting goes on and on and on and on and on and on. You know. I want to thank you all for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you got something to say, put it in the comment section down below, and yeah, I really appreciate you are watching. If you like this video, consider subscribing. It will help the channel out, but also all the bands out I talk about. The more people watch it, the better it is for those bands. So stay safe, stay healthy. I will name all the albums in the description, so if you want to look them up, then you can look them up. Nothing more to say, so for now, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Take care.